since I made some longer videos, but yeah, it's time. World Juniors are starting today in a few hours, and I decided to make some preview video about my opinion about what I read in teams and what I am expecting from this tournament in general. And in general, I'm expecting a much different tournament than it was in August. And I thought it will be a more attractive tournament and a very great reason and way how to start season, but it turned out as a pretty big blowout for me, for my predictions, and in general it wasn't the same World Junior tournament, but it is now in December, and if someone will ask me, and I will say that it's not a great way to play hockey in August for teams and in general. And we are back. We are back in Canada, and now we will play in Halifax and Moncourt, and two groups, the same teams. But this year, one team will relegate, and we'll see which it will be. I have created some key facts for each team, which I think will be it will be some key facts which can impact their team, their game, and but we'll see how it will goes. But I hope this information maybe will be useful for you in your betting and watching in general. Yeah, the main key fact which will be that stands definitely will be full. We will not see the same this kind of pictures and this kind of stands in this tournament at all, I think, because we saw already in exhibition games and friendly games that already then stands was full. Latvia played against Czechs, and stands are very full, and it's amazing. It gives extra emotions for players, especially for players who are maybe playing in some lower leagues where is not people are not coming to the games, and knows they're playing in big rings and massive amount of people, and that's definitely gives emotions. And like I like to say, that emotions gives also goals, and I hope to see this tournament much more productive than it was in summer. In summer also it was quite productive, of course, but we always can expect more, right? So yeah, and Finns, with what we know about Finland, Finland is playing pretty much the same model of hockey as men's in men's world championships and Olympics, and also juniors are playing the same, and they are playing strict hockey, which is maybe sometimes it's not the hockey what it's fun to watch, but it gives results, which we can see also in almost a lot of the world juniors. Finns are demonstrating the very great hockey in the men's hockey in Olympics, and it gives results. And at the end of the day, we remember how where team ended in standings, and what prizes they have, and not that how they get them, right? And that's the more important. Yeah, Finns has some good young players in the roster, 16 years old players, and who are playing already in main Finland's league, and it will be interesting to watch how they will look on this model, and we will see some young fresh guns and blood from the Finn side. Germany is looking for new talents. The last talents which played 2 years ago in tournament, which surprised us a lot, are ended these classes, and they're now already playing in NHL shoots pattern K. They are gone, and they are looking for new talents, and but in my opinion they have a pretty good chance to make quarterfinals, because they have Austria in their group, and which Austria is which is a very total bottom team for me, and in my opinion they must relegate this year, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Germany is they have a good big demons who will maybe help goalie Kwap. Kwap was a good goalie last year, and also in summer, in last season in general he played very great and a lot, but this season he played only 2 games if I remember correctly, and it can be a problem, because goalie, as you know, goalie need to play hockey to be better, and if he's just sitting in stands or on the bench, then he can't improve, especially when he's 20 years old and he needs to play a lot. So yeah, there is not big talents in Germany team, and we might not wait for some shocking results from their side, but yes, they have big teams. They will be physically, they will play physical hockey, and definitely won't be an easy games for any of teams for that. And Team Latvia, in my opinion, enough surprises, and we won't see the same surprises what we saw in summer tournament. Team's good. There is still some players back to this roster, to this squad, but in my opinion, it will be very hard to play. They have 2 back-to-back games. They have a hard schedule as well, because they have two teams which they need to win, which they can't win in this group. In my opinion, it's Switzerland and Slovakia, and both games they are playing back-to-back games, and that's not won't be an easy job, because tomorrow they are playing. Today they are playing against USA, and tomorrow they are playing against Switzerland. Switzerland's playing early game today, and they will have extra hours for the rest, which is in such a tournament. It's very important. But yeah, we'll see how things will go, and I will always cheer for Latvia no matter what, because I'm from that country, but I can't have favorite teams if I'm looking for on the tournament from the betting perspective, and from the betting perspective, I don't see too many surprises here, and but we'll see. I think it will be pretty open hockey from their side, which we already saw in exhibition games. We'll see how it will go. Goalie problems for Slovakia. Yeah, team is good. They have a Nemecin team, and we see how great last draft class was for this small nation, and they still have a lot of talent in this country, and this squad also is good, and we'll see. As always, we see already in the last tournament that the team is playing hockey, fast hockey, aggressive hockey. They're shooting a lot, they're creating moments a lot, but yeah, goalie problem can be main factor why this team maybe won't be too high in standings. Yeah, they against Latvia, and they will fight against Latvia and against Switzerland too for that playoff spot. I think they will got it, but we'll see how things will go. But goalie line for this team is not too strong. Austria, total bottom team, and also they didn't get Kasper for the team. Rogla, Sweden team, where he playing in a club season, didn't let him to this tournament. because probably they understand that Austria will be playing a lot of on their zone, will be a lot of shots on their net, and it's probably very big probability to get some injury in these kind of games, and that's why Kasper is not in for Austria, and there isn't too high talents. Of course, this team will fight in every single game. It's World Juniors, everyone is fighting in this tournament, but I don't see too many chances for them to start staying in this elite tournament for the next year as well. Team Canada, yeah, Shane Wright is in for with the team, and definitely the main star of this tournament, and it's time to shine for him. In summer we saw McTavish was a main star, and Bernard. It's in my opinion for Bernard, it's we need to wait for him, and he's still 17 years old, and his time will come, and but yeah, of course he will be also one of the stars, but yeah, Shane White, it's time to shine for him, and Canada, I see them winning gold this year, and definitely everyone is waiting for that in that country in home tournament, and with much fuller stands right now. Team Czechia. Czechia will be a very, very good team this year. 16 players are returning for this team. 16 players who won quarterfinals against the USA last tournament in August. They have big forwards who will definitely help on special teams and power play when they will fight in front of the net, and maybe we will see a lot of garbage goals, but it's still goals, and any team won't be easy to play against Czechia, and I see them as well as a pretty maybe black horse in this tournament. They can fight against every single team, and we'll see how they will look in opening night against Canada, but this team is good, and we can expect big things from them as well. Team Sweden. Team Sweden's main point which will be for them the key fact why they can be successful is where they have a very great forwards, especially in first two lines, and they will create a game, and we know how technically good Sweden teams are, and we can expect also big teams. There is not too great big names on D line or goalie lines, but forwards are great, and we will see some. I think we will see some good magic from them. Switzerland. Also, nothing great and nothing special in this team, but we see how great they look at on exhibition games. Of course, everyone will say that exhibition games are not too important, but I don't think you can say to 20-year-old guys to not play his full speed on exhibition games. Every single game which these guys are playing, and they are here in Canada playing, it's no matter if it's an exhibition game or it's a group stage game, they're playing with full speed, with full concentrations, and we saw how great they looked in exhibition games, and maybe we can win some prizes, but anyways, this team is still strong enough to make, and they need to be in quarterfinals, in my opinion. And the last one, USA, a good, young, talented team with a lot of first round picks from last year, and yeah, and definitely everyone is waiting for that big rival between Canada and USA in Canada now, and USA must be ready for it, and they will be ready for it, and I hope they will forget that last summer's pretty big surprise, and were shocked, everyone was shocked when Czechs managed to win them. After that, the Czechs played pretty bad in group stage, and yeah. That's my key fact, which I see, which in my opinion is important. And yeah, as I found this picture and wanted to show how teams, but which teams are playing, yeah, here. And but in my opinion, it's also very good showing already, and that's how I see these uh, groups will look like after the group stage. And yeah, Canada should be, in my opinion, the first place. Austria will be in the last place, and pretty much teams can be this. Maybe Czechs and Sweden can fight, but we'll see. Maybe who will be at the gamble still. And in my opinion, here as well, USA must win this group. And unfortunately, I see Latvia as in the last place to play against Austria in regulation games, and will relegate Austria, as I see. And yeah, that's pretty much how I see the groups, and it will be fun to watch these quarterfinals if they will be. Yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year. World Juniors are starting, and I hope everyone will enjoy this time. And good luck everyone who is also betting on them this tournament. And Merry Christmas everyone, and see you guys in the next videos soon.